and that was very successful. Includes obviously the Philippines, came on a visit in August, and that was very successful. I met him recently, again, because I was back in November in the UK, and he expressed an interest to come back. Now, indicatively, I think he said that would be the first quarter, but I think more importantly, it shows the level of interest that the Philippines is now generating in the UK. And again, I just want to emphasize at the annual British Chamber of Commerce conference, we had a panel on Southeast Asia, and that was actually chaired by Richard Graham, and he was asking questions on the Philippines. So I think it just reinforces the interest level that's been generated here, or generated in the UK for the Philippines, by the efforts of our Ambassador Asif Ahmed, by the people at the Embassy of the Trade and Industry Department, and of course the British Chamber, working as a team in conjunction with the Department of Trade and Industry here and the Philippine Trade and Investment in London.
Despite the uncertainties that Brexit has created and that extension towards a real certainty towards how to implement Brexit, it hasn't affected the interest of the British business community to come here.
No, far from it. In fact, we've seen a growth in the interest. Now, I can't say that's directly correlated specifically to Brexit or to the vote on the referendum, but I do think it's a reflection that the Philippines is seen as a growing economy. It's seen as an attractive place for British companies. And we as the Chamber are doing our effort, particularly with small to medium-sized enterprises, to continue to drive that interest. And also, may I say, the media, because the more coverage that takes place in both countries, the more companies keep looking at those opportunities.
So lots to expect by the next year. What kind of industries are you expecting to create more interest on here in the Philippines for British businesses?
Well, if I look at, first of all, we've got a wide variety of companies coming in. I mean, personal healthcare products, clothing, aerospace. But if I look at specifically also, obviously, the current government's plans, there's a lot of focus on infrastructure and infrastructure expenditure, which we're expecting to come into the economy. That will obviously drive the interests of project management companies, engineering, even investment, obviously, if those economic provisions, which is a stated aim, and we support that. So I think those are the areas that you're going to start to see. Along with small to medium-sized enterprise, let's not forget, I mean, this is a growing population. The growth rate has been very, very good. It's between 6 to 7%. And people are getting really aware of the Philippines. So we see a very, very bright 2017.
Sean Kitten, there's certainly lots to expect by 2017. Back to you guys.